If your photos are looking flat and you are struggling to get that film look or whatever look you so desire, in this video, I'm going to show you one simple trick. It is seriously one simple trick that is going to level up your photos, make them look as if you have already graded them, and that is changing your white balance. Now, for the longest time, I have always shot on either auto white balance or daylight white balance. Every now and then I would sort of shift to shade or cloudy, but never with intention. And in this video, I'm going to show you why shooting with a much warmer white balance using the shade preset or custom white balance function actually makes a huge difference to your photos. And there's nothing wrong with shooting in auto white balance. Auto white balance tries to neutralize all the colors, but neutral is boring. And then you're obviously going to have to do some grading in post, which is fine. You can absolutely do that. But I just find that this little hack gives you a really good starting point. Okay, so these are the images from a shoot that I did last week. As you can see, everything looks warm and beautiful. I've pretty much done nothing to these pictures. So let's get into our examples, shall we? Okay, so let's start at the top. So this image is backlit. You can see the sun is coming through her hair. And let's have a look at my settings real quick. So pretty much nothing. So if we reset this, that's how it was shot. Let's see what daylight looks like. Okay, so that's daylight. Nothing wrong with that. It still looks pretty nice, but again, dare I say it, a little bit boring. Just by changing it to shade, that is what I mean, do you need to do more? You could add grain, you could play around with the contrast. I'm not going to do that. Let's look at the next image. Okay, so slightly blowing out on the top here. This was shot with either auto or daylight. Let's switch it to shade. I mean, beautiful. Now, we could finesse it. We could pull down our highlights slightly. Cool. Happy. Let's move into the next one. Reset. Okay, let's do this as a side-by-side. So we're going to go clone variant, bring them up together. Okay, so let's click on one of these and go to shade. So that's pretty subtle. Again, these few pictures that I've shown you are actually, her face is in shade. So it makes sense to shoot backlit pictures with shade white balance. Now we could finesse this, but again, you don't need to. That looks really, really good. So if you shoot in white balance set to shade, you don't actually have to do anything, which is great for quick turnarounds. Okay, so this as shot, beautiful picture. Switch it to shade. So this is full sun. It is late afternoon. It's around 4:30. Daylight, it's around 5,000 Kelvin. Switching it to shade. I mean, I don't know why I haven't been doing this for longer. Now, granted, it's not always going to work, but it's going to work a lot of the time, as we've seen. And you could actually just go a little bit more. That's beautiful. You don't have to do more than that. Okay, next one. So yeah, I started leaning into the fact that I was liking the white balance set to shady. So that's daylight, and that does not look great, right? I mean, the picture's nice, but just a bit average. What I will say, what you can do is slightly underexpose your image as well. I do like to do that. That just gives a little bit more density, a little bit more saturation to the colors. Switch to shade. Boom. Beautiful. Again, you could add grain, you could do whatever you like. Another one from that series. So in this one, you can see I have tweaked some of the adjustments. Let's just do the before and after. So that's how it was shot. And then I just slightly tweaked the colors slightly so you can see more, a little bit more detail in the sky. Did add a bit of grain before, after, before, after. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so now we're heading into sunset. Again, I did tweak a bit more, and let's just show you the white balance only. If I go to daylight, or let's go to shots. So shot was at 6,600. Auto, that's what it would have come out to. Very blue. That is not what I was after. It's nearing sunset. I want to warm it up. So if we go to shade, beautiful. Bats. Oh, sorry. Let's reset that. Shade. There we go. We could push it more. Let's go all the way to 8,000. Now we're talking. So again, this is not using anything else. You can look at my color balance. Oh, okay. So I did play around with those. Let's just reset that. Didn't really do much. Okay. So no other adjustments. Another one. So this is reset. There's nothing to reset. So this is straight out of camera. Daylight. It really doesn't look good. If I put it to auto, granted, auto, I don't know. I mean, this is a raw file. Maybe I should do some examples where auto may push it, but it may not. And there's also inconsistencies with shooting auto white balance. I used to shoot auto white balance a lot. I do think the camera is very intelligent. It's very good for a lot of situations. But now I'm shooting intentionally. I want my pictures to look more cinematic. I want it to look more filmy. I'm sort of going through that phase in my life right now. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Slightly underexposed. Can maybe pull down the tint slightly, just a little bit more towards the green side. Maybe push the exposure a little bit. Maybe take down some contrast. And then it's done, guys. I mean, if you wanted to play more, you could absolutely play more. Okay, so this picture is how it is. If we had gone onto daylight, not great. If we went onto auto, a little bit better. It's at 5,400. So there's an example where I wouldn't have been unhappy looking at the back of the camera with that. But if I go into shade, it pushes it even more. And that, guys, is just where I want to be. It feels like summer. And this last one, I'm just going to take you through. I did do a little bit of a grade just to give it something a little bit more airy, a little bit more light. I don't know which one you prefer. Looking at it now, I kind of feel like I prefer this. I think I went too far. But that is the joy of looking at your own work and being open to criticizing your own work. So yeah, that's the trick. No presets, no heavy grading, just switching your white balance to shade and shooting with intention. I mean, who would have thought it could be that easy? I didn't think it would be that easy. So I would love to hear from you guys if you have tried this or will try it, and then let me know in the comments. Maybe hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to see what your pictures are looking like if you do use this technique, and we will see you in the next video. Oh, wait, before I go, you know what I'm going to say. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all the good stuff. We'll see you in the next video.